Welcome to Cine Here, where you come for all of your media needs. My name is Ray.
It's your boy Nikki Tay.
And today, we are reviewing The Gentleman.
Directed by Guy Ritchie, starring Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, Jeremy Strong, Hugh Grant, Colin Farrell. I mean, this cast was star-studded. The Gentleman focuses on a private investigator unveiling all that he knows about a criminal weed farmer or local weed farmer. I don't know how you would describe a man who grows a large amount of weed in an attempt to blackmail him and his empire to sell the information to the editor that hired him, the editor of a newspaper. This film was good. You know, Guy Ritchie is a guy who does the style of the British gangster movies, so you knew what to expect based on his track record, excluding Aladdin, because he is also the guy who directed Aladdin.
Yes.
But I mean, this movie is right up my alley, and I think this movie shines, and not only its acting, but also its dialogue. This was like quotable after quotable after quotable, at least for me. I was getting a lot of things I was like, yeah, that's slick. It was very witty. It's intelligent humor. And I can honestly say I was wrong last week. You know, I did make the claim that Bad Boys was probably going to be the funniest movie of the year. This movie was way funnier than Bad Boys.
Really?
Yeah, I laughed the entire time. It was so many jokes. Hugh Grant stole the show. And it's funny because, you know, you got Matthew McConaughey, you know, pretty boy. You know, Hugh Grant in his younger days was also the pretty boy.
Yep.
But getting him as, you know, the quirky PI guy who's a little flamboyant, you know, a little sweet. He was hilarious. You know, he killed me the entire time. Colin Farrell did a great job. He did everything you want Colin Farrell to do. You know, when he's not asked to do a movie like Total Recall, but he can play in a film like this, he's perfect. And Charlie Hunnam, who the last big movie I saw him in was the King Arthur film, which was terribly boring. It was great to see him in a movie that I would consider very good.
Yeah, and that says a lot about Guy Ritchie because he also made the King Arthur, so he got some hit or misses. But like Guy Ritchie, this movie, like you said, was right up his alley, and it reminded me so much of Snatch. The way they told the story, the way they was all over the place. Guy Ritchie also directed that. So they was very similar in stylistically and also tone. And I enjoyed it as well. I thought this movie was all over the place, but in such a well-told way that it didn't seem like it was all over the place. I love the characters in this movie. I love them as well, just as much as you did. And I love telling the story in this way. I love it. How, you know what I mean? How they layered in different ways and get you back to stuff. It just reminds you so much of like kind of almost like a spy movie would. They give you a little bit, but then it really ain't what you thought, but then it really is. Like,
I enjoy that.
It was good. It kind of also reminded me of the movie Lucky Number 11. Like it gave me that same sort of feel as well.
Great movie.
So I gotta commend them for this movie, but to me this movie did have one big flaw. One really, really glaring flaw. It was kind of empty, right? Like
say more.
The reasoning, I don't want to, cause no spoilers in this, but the reasoning behind all of the stuff at the end of the movie was like, so what? Like it didn't really tell you a story in which you cared at the end. Like the payoff at the end was nothing. It was empty at the end. The ending was nothing. What did you get? What was the payoff in the movie? There really was no payoff. This was like an empty story. Like it's funny because dude said it at the beginning, like, let me lay the groundwork for this amazing story. Let me lay the pipe. Let me lay the pipe.
That was fine.
And then he said, all right, fill it. They never really filled it. The pipes are laid perfectly. The plumber did an amazing job. Guy Ritchie laid these pipes in the best way, but the water never made it to the end. And I'm not saying that this movie is bad. I'm just saying that this movie is empty. And empty in a way that at the end of the movie you say, this was good, but it's not great. And it's not great because of how empty the movie felt at the end.
That's crazy. Because I was literally trying to think of a negative. I disagree.
Okay.
Let me say this. Because I do agree that the ending probably isn't as big as some would hope for. But I enjoyed the ride so much that by the time we got to the end, I was happy. like the movie literally kept me at a pace with the story. I was enthralled in. By the time it ended, I was like, damn, I kind of want a little bit more. I was like another 30 minutes of this witty writing.
Maybe they needed that to give you a better ending.
I was cool with the ending. You know, I can see why, you know, because we get these movies where the ending is just so grandiose. But this was perfect.
But think about the movies I named. Like, think about the movie Snatch and the movie Lucky Number 11. Like, they gave you something at the end. I'm not saying they gotta be to the party. You don't gotta blow me away. Oh my God!
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, give me more.
I like it. I like where it went.
Give me more.
And it opens the door, or leaves the door open for a sequel.
Yeah, it does. And I would not say the sequel. I also enjoy Matthew McConaughey. I kind of wanted more of it. I didn't get enough of it.
I love Matthew.
I love that gangster Matthew McConaughey. I do. I love gangster movies, and this fit right in line with that kind of style. So it was a lot of things in the movie I like. I'm not saying the movie is bad. I don't want to get that impression, but the movie is, in my opinion, empty.
In conclusion, like I said earlier, I really enjoyed this movie. This movie had me dying. I like near dying. Like every few minutes, I was like out in the theater chuckling. Like, yeah, because it's just so witty. I love
Great
witty,
dialogue.
smart humor, the dialogue. Everybody delivered. Like,
Yep.
I can't name one bad actor. Even the extras, I thought played an amazing job, and it almost had me interested in, like, I wish they kind of told a little bit more about this guy.
Yep.
I think there's something here for everybody. Honestly, if you just only reason you won't go see it is if you just hate hearing British people talk, which some people do. Some people hate that
Really?
that sound.
Accent?
The Queen's English. Some people just ain't used to it. For me, 9.1 easily.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, I would
Oh my
easily
God.
sit down and watch this movie a few more times just to get the laughs. I liked it.
Sheesh. There is a saying that me and Nikki Tate say all of the time in our reviews. It is not how you start, it is how you finish. And as good as this movie was, and the movie was good, I agree with you on every point that you made. The movie was fantastic.
It was great.
Dialogue was great. Acting was as you expected from the cast. Guy Ritchie finally came back with a good movie because he hasn't made one in a while. He hasn't made.
Aladdin was good.
It was okay. It was okay. I apologize. Outside of Aladdin, he hasn't made movies.
It wasn't good.
It was okay.
It was okay.
He hasn't made movies in a while though, outside of Aladdin. It's been a nice little guy.
Yeah.
Aladdin and King Arthur. It's been a nice little guy. I will have to give this movie a 7.7. The movie did everything well, but like I said, it did not pay off at the end. It did not pay off at the end. It's almost like getting foreplay and never reaching the end of the road.
Can I say it ended like an Ocean's movie?
Not necessarily.
Like you kind of just know the setup.
Yeah, but in the Ocean's movie, at least you get the payoff of like, we got away with it all. It wasn't no get away with it all in this.
They did.
It wasn't no get away with it all.
I think there was.
It was just an ending.
I think there was.
Like you said, it left it open for a sequel. Oceans don't.
I think there was.
We got the money.
I think there was a little bit of getaway. And to be fair, because I didn't even I gave it a 9, but I didn't even give no negatives. Like my only negative is some of the things were just a bit outlandish. I was like, yeah, like everything is just too perfect for them.
And then there was like,
which is a bad knock. I mean, like I know that's a bad.
But there's other scenes in the movie like where they like. It's a lot of things that they didn't show us, and this movie really wasn't that action packed as well. I'm not saying it should be. I'm not saying that it should be.
They gave you, and then funnily, it gave you the action like as a joke.
As a joke. More.
Oh yeah, it's a different movie. It's a different
same
movie.
director, same style of movie.
It's a heist. That's a heist movie. It's not. It was.
Nah, it kind of, sort of. It got to that point, but it wasn't always that.
Yeah, but it's different. It's different levels.
It is different levels. Like I said, this is not a bad movie. I agree with you wholeheartedly. There is something in this movie for everybody. And then this movie is really, really, really worth watching. I don't want you to think the 7.7 is downplaying the movie. The movie is really good.
It's definitely.
It's good. It's a really good movie.
It's definitely good.
But the ending, we always say it's not how you
I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it.
It's like I get off the roller coaster and I'm like, it was fun, but why did I get on it?
Nah, it ain't that. It ain't that. It ain't
Why
that.
did I get on it?
For you, it's more like you see people getting off like that ride was crazy, and you get off. It was a really good roller coaster.
Yeah, it was solid.
Yeah, it ain't why you get on because you'll get on again.
Yeah, well, I would definitely watch the movie again.
Yeah,
that's why it's almost.
That's why I say you can't be like, why did you get on?
It's almost an
you can't
eight.
be a why.
No, it's like, why did I even get on it?
Nah.
I'm gonna ride it again, but then when I get off, I'm like,
nah,
why did I get on it again?
Because you had fun.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the ride. I didn't get the ending I wanted.
That's crazy.
I never got the heel. It was just a straight twist and turn.
I love that.
Yeah.
You ever been on the corkscrew?
Nah.
In Sandusky,
Nah, give me the.
It's a straight test, and it's beastie. Everybody love it. It ain't the.
It ain't the
dragster. It ain't the dragster.
And the dragster.
It ain't the Millennium Force.
Yeah, those.
It's a corkscrew. Everybody got a place for the corkscrew.
Everybody got a place for the corkscrew, but it's just never going high up. It's never going to go high up on your roller coaster tier, and that's how this movie was.
It's different. That's why I like it.
That's fair.
That completes the review for The Gentleman. Can I say a sleeper hit? Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Sleeper hit, yeah.
Well, it had a lot of acting power, so I don't know if people gonna not see it coming.
Honestly, this was not on my radar. I saw one trailer, and that was 2 days ago. Yeah, I was like, I'm not even paying attention to it because I don't know. After the hype of last year, there hasn't been a lot of movies that jump right out at me. You know, we got the 2 Pixar movies coming out this year, which look great.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Nolan drops a movie in July.
DC got 2 movies I'm interested in.
You know, you got the superhero movies, which I don't know why they're still making those.
Really? Stop it.
That's already the train has sailed.
No way.
When Thanos turned into dust, superhero movies should turn into dust. But here we are with the gentleman.
Believe that.
And I think, you know, we got one more movie in January.
Yep.
This is a solid month. I'm not mad at it. You know, am I as happy as I thought I would be?
Better than last January, without question.
Oh, easily. This is way better than last year this time.
Question.
The Gentleman. Go see it. I highly recommend it. Or catch it. This is a Netflix movie. It's a great Netflix movie. I will watch this on Netflix.
It's one of the ones that you can turn on
and let it play. And then come in, catch a joke. And then you back out, you come back in, like all of this part. But of course, if you see it, let us know how you feel about it. Make sure you like, comment. And if you like this video, that's when you subscribe. You know, take it to the next level. You know, you be a gentleman or a gentlewoman. And then you hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all our viewer content. And as always, don't forget, you seen it here.